Okay, what's up YouTube? My name is Galen and this is Galen's Gadgets. I want to thank you guys so much for joining my channel today. Today, as you can see, I have a new mouse. This one is coming over from JLAB. This is the JLAB Epic Series mouse. So I love what JLAB is doing with these office accessories. So they're mainly a audio brand, but lately they've branched off into a lot of different office tech, such as microphones, keyboards. You guys saw I had the Epic keyboard, which I'm still having a great experience with, and then this Epic mouse as well. They also sent me over the JLAB JBuds mouse, which is kind of similar, just a little bit less functionality. We'll go over that in a second, but yeah, overall, I really love what they are doing with their office tech. I really feel like they're kind of competing directly with Logitech in that regard, especially in terms of the keyboards and the mouses. So I really feel like this mouse competes directly with the Logitech MX3, which is one of the more popular productivity mouses out there. Again, this is going to be geared towards productivity and like a work environment. This will be great for your work from home setup. This will be great for the office because it just has a lot of features that will help increase your productivity in the work environment. It really isn't geared towards gaming. It's not like a mechanical mouse or anything like that. You don't get a lot of tactileness, but we're going to go over some features on why I think this is going to be a great deal and probably an even better deal than the Logitech MX. So one of the glaring advantages that this has over a high-end mouse like the Logitech MX3 is the price. So right now you can get this mouse for around 60 bucks, which again undercuts the Logitech MX Master 3. I don't even think they really make the 3 version anymore. It's kind of hard to find. So that's going to be like around 70 to $90, just depending on where you get it from. But the MX Master 3S, which is the more updated version of the MX Master 3, you can get that for like around 100. Usually it's between 100 and 110 bucks, rarely on sale. But again, this JLAB Epic mouse, you can get this for 60 bucks, and it's actually on sale a lot on Amazon and on TikTok Shop and other platforms that they sell it on for 50. So at 50, I definitely think this mouse is a steal because it can do almost just as much as the MX Master can do. And if you really want to save some money, you can go for this JLAB JBud mouse, which is cheaper. This is around 30 bucks, and on sale it's usually around 25 bucks. You could do almost as much. It just has less buttons than this, and it kind of feels cheaper. The Epic mouse is just more heavy. But this JBuds mouse is just feels more plasticky, and it's lighter, and again, it has less buttons, and it does not have as good of a grip or base as the Epic mouse does. But if you really want to save some money, I definitely feel like this is a good option as well, and it's fully customizable through the app as well. We'll go over the app in a second. So I decided to go pick up my MX3 mouse. I've had this for a few years now. I'll probably be doing a full video comparison between these two, letting you guys know like all of the main differences, but it's really not that much, so it may not be enough for a full video. But overall, where I feel like JLAB cut the cost, again, this is a $60 mouse, whereas when the MX3 came out, it was around $100. There's a new version of this called the 3S. You can't really find the 3 anymore like that, except if it's used. But the 3S is around 100 bucks, and that's what the regular MX3 was when it came out. But again, at 60 bucks, I'd feel like what they did to kind of sacrifice is just this plastic build quality. The MX3 does feel a lot more premium. The grip on the side feels a lot better. The ergonomics are pretty similar, but just this grip on the side just feels so much grippier and better than what's provided on the JLAB Epic keyboard. It just feels more plasticky, and that grip is kind of like a hard plastic, so it's not as grippy as what you get on the MX3. And I feel like this just feels better built just because of those premium materials. I don't feel like this is gonna break or anything. It just feels, you just have to like feel it to like really see the difference between the two. But in terms of looks, I kind of really like the aesthetic of both of them. In terms of ergonomics, they feel similar except for just the grippy sides here. But when in everyday use, it's going to be just as comfortable using this JLAB Epic keyboard, in my opinion. In terms of just like the buttons and layout of these mouses, the JLAB is going to have more button options, which I think is really unique since it's pretty much half the price of what the 3 should be. You get these 2 additional buttons right below the clickers. You get these up and down buttons right here on the side. You actually get a screen as well that will show basic information, such as like how you're connected, whether it's Bluetooth or by the 2.4 USB dongle. It also tells you your DPI, and it lets you know like how much battery you have, all on that screen. The MX3 does not have that at all, which I thought was really nice. But back to buttons again, you get these 2 side buttons. Most people are going to use that to go forward and back on their web browser or something like that. And then you get one more customizable button right there with the JLAB logo on it. I'm probably going to use copy and paste for these 2, and then use that last button to open up an app. But I'll show you how you can set all of that up in the JLAB software. On the MX mouse, you do not get as many button options. You get that DPI button. You do get a horizontal scroll though, which you do not get on the JLAB Epic, which is pretty nice for the people that need it, people who work in a lot of Excel documents and things like that. That horizontal scroll is pretty clutch. You kind of get like a little button right here alongside the grip. That's a clickable button. You can program that in the Logitech app. And another major difference is the scroll is a lot better. It's like an infinite scroll on the Logitech MX3. The JLAB Epic scroll kind of locks, but it's one of those things that's like you don't like really notice it unless you use like scroll a lot, unless you need like super specific scrolling. It's something that you don't really notice. I don't think it's like a deal breaker. It's not like a night and day type experience. It's something that's that you'll just need if you need it, for those people that really need that precise scrolling. So yeah, overall I definitely think the JLAB is the better value at half the price of what the 3S would be at right now. So yeah, let's get to the software. Actually, before I go to the software, I do want to highlight just the layout on the bottom. As you can see, you get a power switch right here, and you get a spot for your dongles here, your USB dongles. So if you need to take this mouse out on the go and you don't want to use Bluetooth, you could carry that dongle inside of the mouse so you don't lose it. You also have this connect button. What that does, it switches between the USB dongle connection and Bluetooth. So you get 2 Bluetooth inputs with this mouse. So when you press this button, it changes, and you can see on the OLED screen like what mode it's on, which is really nice. You could cycle between those just by pressing that button, and you would hold to enter pairing mode for the Bluetooth. You don't need to do pairing mode for the USB, of course, because it's automatic. But yeah, overall I really like the versatility. You can get up to 3 connections on this mouse, and that's really nice for those people that will be traveling with it a lot. Okay, so the last thing that I'm going to go over in this video is the compatibility app with this JLAB mouse. So the app is called the JLAB Work app. You can easily get this on the JLAB website, and right now it looks like they support 5 devices. So the JBuds mouse, which is what I showed you earlier in this video, this is the $30 option. The Epic mouse, again, the option I'm using now. And then the JLab's ergonomic mouse, I believe this is kind of in between in terms of price. It's just a more ergonomic mouse. It's going to be a lot taller and a lot easier to hold. I'm not sure how many customizable buttons that one has, but these are the mouses that it supports. It also supports these 2 keyboards, the JBuds keyboard, which is kind of the cheaper version of their flagship version of the Epic keyboard. So As you can see, I have the Epic mouse plugged in, and speaking of plugged in, you have to have the 2.4 gigahertz dongle in order to use the app. If you try to use it through Bluetooth, it just won't work. So you do have to have that 2.4 gigahertz dongle in order for that to work. So here is what you can do. So you can set multiple profiles. As you can see here, I'm just going to keep it on profile 1. It looks like you can set 3 profiles. And it looks like most of these buttons are customizable. The left click button is not going to be customizable. You could customize the right click, which is number 1 if you want to. I customized the 2 under the click buttons. So I made the left one I made the left one copy, and then I made the right one paste. And then this one was already set 4 and 5, which is the up and down buttons on the side. I set that one to forward and backwards, and I'm just going to keep that there. And then I am going to use that button as a screenshot button because I take a lot of screenshots for work, showing people how to do certain things. So that is how I set up these custom buttons. You also get a few more options. You can change the refresh rate on this mouse if you want to, and you can also adjust the DPI from the app rather than just pressing the button on your mouse. So let's just keep that one at the slowest. You get 4 options for DPI, and I'm gonna hit apply, and it just takes a few seconds to load. If you don't press that apply button, the changes will not save, unfortunately. So make sure you hit that apply button if you have this mouse and are wanting to change the settings. So yeah, this is how the app looks, and I think I'm gonna wrap this video up now. If you guys have any questions about this mouse, feel free to leave it in the comments. I've had a very good experience with it so far. Again, it feels very similar to what I've had with the Logitech MX3, just more functionalities with the more buttons, and that's just like what I prioritize right now to make work more efficient for myself. And the price, I'm not mad at the price either. 60 bucks for this, and again, a lot of times it is on sale for 50, so I think this is a steal for what it is, and I definitely think it's the best value in terms of productivity mouses. So if you guys have any questions, again, leave them in the comments, and thanks for watching this video.